What's up, this is GM, and before I start, I want to tell you about TubeBuddy. In case you don't know, TubeBuddy is a free website that will help you manage and grow your YouTube channel. Thanks to them, some of my videos even show up as top results. Want to give them a try? Check the description below for the link. What's up everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I've got a great new product for you. This is Geek's GK61 mechanical keyboard. This has to be by far my favorite keyboard out of all the ones I've reviewed so far. And I'm gonna go and just tell you why. And you guys might think it's silly, but this keyboard can actually change its lighting effect based on the music or sound around you, which you might be like, who cares? I personally think that's a pretty neat little feature, plus it has a lot of lighting effects, but I'll go over all that a little bit later. I actually got this one for 60% off on Banggood, and yes, I got it off Banggood, not Amazon, but I'll have the link for it in the description below so you can easily find it. So in the box, we have the keyboard itself, and it comes with a charging cable which has a USB end and a USB-C end right here. As you can see, it does come off of the keyboard, so you plug it in right up here. The USB-C end goes right there, and then the USB end just goes into your computer or your laptop. It also came with two little tools here. One is for removing keycaps, the other one is for removing switches. And then I also have a manual here that is in English as well as in Chinese. So I'm pretty sure this manual is meant for two different versions of this keyboard. This one, which is plugged in, and then a Bluetooth version. So the manual's okay. It does go over most of the things you need to know. However, if you've seen any of my other videos, I like to go over the lighting effects myself, because I find that the listings, they don't do a good job of describing what the lighting effects are, and sometimes they miss a couple things too. So we'll be getting into that later on in the video. So this keyboard does come in 4 switch options: blue, red, brown, and black, and I have it in black. So the black switches, I'll just do a little bit of just random key pressing and you can hear what it sounds like, but it is very soft. It's more like a regular keyboard sound. So it doesn't really have as much of a click sound as like a blue switch keyboard. So keep that in mind when purchasing this, make sure you get the switches that you want. The dimensions for this is 293 by 103 by 40 millimeters, which is about 11.5 by 4 by 1.6 inches. It weighs 0.78 kilograms, which is about 1.71 pounds. It has 61 keys. The cable is 1.5 meters, which is just under 5 feet. It also has a driver for even more customization. However, it only works on Windows. So keep that in mind before buying. I'll have a link to the driver in the description below as well. It has Gateron Optical switches, and it has an IP68 waterproof rating. So usually before I show all the lighting effects and everything, I like to show you the bottom of the keyboard. So here we have the bottom. As you can see, it doesn't have little kickstands for elevating it. However, it is already elevated. I'll show in a second. It has 4 little rubber pads right there to keep it from slipping. And here we go. As you can see, it is elevated on its own just normally. So it does have elevation at all times, and it isn't too much. It isn't completely flat, which is good. It's just the right amount of elevation. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in so you can see the lighting effects. So, as I mentioned, it is a USB-C. Alright, and then the other end is a USB. Let me go and plug that in real quick. Alright, so I turned off my lights so you guys could see the lighting effect as I go through them. This keyboard is supposed to have 9 lighting effects, and 5 of them are supposed to be programmed into this button right here, and then the other 4 are on this button over here. And I'm going to go ahead and change it to the 1 through 5, and then I'm going to do 6 through 9, and I'm just going to try to describe what the lighting effect is. You can also, just for note, you can change the speed, the brightness, and you can turn it on and off. So here for the speeds, here's for the brightness, and these would be the lighting effects. Backspace is for turning it off, and you hold down function as you do all that. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with the first effect. So the first effect is, from what it looks like, is just a standard 1 color. The next effect is just a cycling. It'll just cycle through all of the colors. The next one is a wave going from right to left. This one is also, this one's more like a clockwise lighting effect, so it goes in a circle from about the H is around the center point. This one is a wave going upward. And then we're back to just the standard one color. Now for the next few lighting effects, you'd press this one. So this one, every time you press a key, it'll light up, as you can see. All right, and now for the next one. So this one, whenever you press, it'll shoot out lights left and right. All right, next lighting effect is, so now when you press it, all the lights will go outward from wherever you press. And then this one is my favorite. This one is a lighting effect that is based on sound. And I'm gonna be as quiet as possible, and I want you to notice where the majority of the lighting is happening. Okay, so you might notice it seems to be stemming right around here, and I'm gonna stop talking again so you can see that. All right, so you might have noticed again, it is right about here. So I'm assuming the mic for this is somewhere in this area. So when it's doing this effect, it's gonna move up and down in the various locations based on this being the midpoint. So you can increase the brightness and decrease the brightness of this as well. So here's the max brightness. You can also increase and decrease the sensitivity by pressing function, and down here it's where the colon and semicolon is. That will be to decrease it. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So as you can see, you can increase and decrease the sensitivity by pressing function and the plus and minus over here. And that will just pretty much determine how much sound is needed for that to travel up and down. So if you keep it all the way max, then it's pretty much always going to be lit from even the smallest amount of sound. And then that would be the last of those lighting effects. So the main reason I like this keyboard is because of the various lighting effects that it does have. It has a lot of them. It also has that musical one, which I think is really cool. So if you're playing a video game, or if you just have music playing on the side, this will respond to that, which is pretty cool for a lighting effect, you know, to have that ability. Especially on a keyboard. I don't think as far as I know, I haven't reviewed any other keyboards that have that specific lighting effect. I'm sure other keyboards have it, but I feel like for this price range, that's pretty good. And just for your reference, for gaming wise, this keyboard is perfect for gaming. I used it on 3 games. I used on Paladins, CSGO, and Valorant, and I had no issues at all with it. I preferred it way more than using my Alienware's built-in keyboard. And I also had another one with blue switches that I use quite often because it's only a half keyboard. If you're looking for half keyboards, you can find that also. I've done a reaction video, or I've done a review video for one of those as well. You can find that on my page or in the keyboard playlist. But I like this one because it is small, so I don't have to use that. So my half keyboard is about this big, honestly. So this keyboard is so small and compact, it works out anyways, so I can just keep this instead of using that half keyboard. Because the problem with using a half keyboard is sometimes the buttons or the keys that you need aren't on that half keyboard, so it can be kind of annoying once in a while. So this is kind of a good alternative. I don't think I've used a keyboard with black switches before. I'm pretty sure this is the first one. And just to give you an idea, they aren't tactile or clicky, but like I said, I like using this one for gaming because when I'm playing with friends, the clicking of those blue switches can get kind of annoying for them to hear. So this is kind of a good alternative. It's not going to be too clicky, which is perfect. That's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, I'd love it if you could leave a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment below as well. And remember, the link for this product will be in the description below. Thanks for watching.